Welcome back everybody to Let's Play Nickelodeon Party Blast! In the last episode we had some fun squirting people with, well, what for Zim is acid. In this, along with squirting Dim and Gaz. To their doom. Doomy doom. Anyways, so now we have, after some technical difficulties, we have this to be playing. So what happened was I recorded 2 episodes last night, except it ended up recording a black screen because I had, I'll explain it in a minute, but lots of things happened off screen. And cool, it's Silver Star game. We can actually get one of these. You know, I got two of them last episode.
Yes, we've chosen Rollerball.
That's all we need to know. This is Rollerball. But anyways, like I was saying, so I'm running this on a developmental version of Dolphin now, the emulator, which mostly gives speed up improvements, which is nice, but also for some reason my capture program really didn't like the way it rendered things, and it just recorded a big black screen the entire time. So that wasn't very useful footage, so now I'm re-recording everything. So I'm recording 5 episodes of content in one night. I'm getting kind of tired. I have quite the headache now, so sorry if I'm not as energetic as usual this episode and the next, but I will try to be. And I should hopefully be pretty decent at these games, considering I've been playing them a number of times now, on and off camera. Only issue though is that there seem to be longer load times now that I'm using this newer version of the emulator. I don't know why. Anyway, so this is Rollerball. And the ball, you can basically get a multiplier that's not a multiplier, but you can basically get extra points that are added to your score when you make a basket if you do tricks before you do that, usually in the form of grinds. But then when you score, you actually get that points for that, which, depending on the way you make the basket, along with what basket you shoot into, and how many bonus points you've accumulated from tricks before that. Oh yeah, Frightened Duck. Yeah, something that I actually just like a lot about this minigame, the thing that I just like about the most actually, is just how ridiculously easy, let's press B right there, it is to steal the ball, which takes 100 points from the other person and gives 100 to you. Which, of course, seems a little bit broken, especially seeing it's stealing ball, it happens instantaneously. Come on. So Angelica can just take it from me immediately, like you just did now. Oftentimes, though, you'll also find that, come on. In most... I cannot get a single ball, can I? In most of these levels, you can make balls appear by doing something like rolling over this grate right here. Usually when it comes to Rollerball, I either do really well in a level, or in a single game, or I do really badly. Oops. There's not much in between, I don't know why. There are also lots of different items to be using, with various degrees of usefulness. What? Oh, Tommy, why? Also, why didn't my power create a ball? Just knock Tommy over anyways. Can I please pick up the ball? Whoa, what's the slowdown with? What wasn't the slowdown last night? Of course, now that it's laggy, I get to use this recording. I don't know what's going on now. Speaking of not knowing what's going on, there were some interesting glitches that happened last time I recorded this that aren't going to get to see the light of day either. I'm really going to lose this now that I'm actually... Oh dear. But, one thing that happened was Angelica was holding me for some reason, but she couldn't throw me. She was trying to. She was doing the throwing animation constantly, but she couldn't bring herself to throw me. She simply was not able. Come on, Angelica. Come on. See, everyone just picks up the ball and then loses it immediately. My god, and then whenever you get the ball stolen from you, fall down too, which is also very annoying. You get more points if you make a dunk, which is actually a more dependable way of scoring anyways. But sometimes you'll just kind of miss when you dunk, which is very dumb looking and funny, but also very annoying. Why did I just do that? But I guess I'll just have to do this a second time with how badly that went. I also decided last episode that, or last time I recorded this, that anything games I lose, I will cut out. So, I'll cut out the majority of the next game of me playing this. I'll just cut to the end of me actually winning. And then from here on out, in any future episodes, including this one, I will just cut any losses. Just because it's a big waste of time. And I have a lot more bronze stars now. Man, I didn't get any silver stars from that silver star game either. Darn it! Just all not working out tonight. There we go, silver star game. I'll at least show you guys what happens when I go silver star, even though I got 2 of them last episode, by sheer convenience. I think getting those 2 silver stars actually unlocked everything I can possibly get from silver stars anyways. Not entirely sure. Pretty sure though. That was not a contradictory at all. Anyways. Now I have these like big, well, actually I was about to say I have lots of stuff to say during this loading screen, not that there's something happening, but like I said, I'll just cut to me finishing off this minigame for the sake of time. See you then, guys. Whoa! My god, Angelica! Look at that. Everyone's just kind of playing on their own in the goo pit while I'm actually getting points. And then Angelica just throws it from across the level. What? I tried to dunk and I went on the hoop! Yes, this is exactly what I need to score points. Well, this is one way to end off a level. What if I use this? I can't. I just can't get the ball. Well, yeah, Goose is pretty much useless, considering that I actually can't score points while using it here. Whoa, Echo! That's what Zim says when he wins. Wheels of pain run over stinky human toes. But finally, that actually happened successfully.
Fantastic! New challenge. Whoopee-doo! Oh, yeah!
Supposedly unlocked some kind of new challenge. That's what CatDog is telling me, but I don't know what that would be. Because I can only think of 2 things that I normally unlock through doing that, and I already have both of them, so we'll see, but we'll see at a later date. That's stuff for much, much later. Anyways, CatDog, what do you have to say?
I think the contestants are doing really well.
Yeah, you know what that means, don't you?
No, what?
2 more games, and they'll be encountering Goddard.
No,
Yes!
no.
I don't think I have the necessary will to continue this taxing conversation.
Well, thanks for spoiling that already, but that is something to look forward to. Yeah, I think it's actually a really interesting opponent. I think there are some really interesting boss battles actually in this game. They came with some very interesting people for you to be facing off against. People that you wouldn't normally see playable, well, they're not playable, but as contestants, I guess. Competitors in a game like this one, such as Goddard. I think it's actually pretty fun. Or Dib and Gaz, or that weird orange juicer thing that appears in the food fight boss. Whatever. Anyways, though, the one thing I will say is that I do actually like how much variation there is between the different levels of this roller game. The first one's actually my least favorite, though. Well, no, I have varying degrees of like and dislike for a number of these, to be truthful. This one's kind of weird because you can actually move the, you can actually move. Oh, I just got pushed when I was trying to dunk. Yeah, so you can move the basket right here that you can dunk. And ends up having a lot of interesting results. Oh, Angelica, what did you do? You can also try to shoot into this window here. What? How did I didn't realize I even had the ball. No, I threw it backwards. But I think you just get normal points for shooting into that window that opens and closes. So you get no extra points, and it's just a real pain to get into. But usually I find that whenever I... What? Oh, come on, Tommy. You just got hit by my attack. You should be fine after that. Please, make a dunk! I'm not making anything! I'm doing dunk animations and nothing's happening. I'm not putting the ball in the hoop. But those difficult shots are never really worth it in this game. Might be wrong what this weird, like, cone thing is I'm standing on top of right now. It has use. It's just not becoming apparent yet for some reason. I'm not really sure of. Thank you, I actually made something. Stop shooting at that window. You can't actually get in there. Come on, sometimes if you go over that thing, I think it has to do with, like, how much time has passed. Come on, guys! You can duck to avoid having the ball stolen, but it takes a really long time to do. Ducking actually takes a long time to execute for some reason. Which is really annoying. I picked up the ball and not a single frame has passed before I actually have it stolen from me. Brutal. It'd be a little bit less brutal if I could actually have gone past the first portion of the game without immediately failing wherever I tried to make a basket, because anytime I try to make a dunk, I end up missing the hoop. Might be able to salvage this, though. There I go, finally. So sometimes, if somebody runs over that weird cone thing, that silver cone thing, sometimes what'll end up happening is... There we go. Oh darn it, I tried to steal it from her just then it didn't work. But sometimes this will happen, and the extra balls will spawn, which I think makes the game a lot more fun because you don't have everybody fighting for the same ball. When everyone's fighting for the same ball, it's really annoying, I think. I just need to stop Angelica from getting more points.
The wheels of pain roll over stinky human.
Why does Zim always get cut off? But yeah, I don't really like that level too much. I think I like some of its ideas, but for one, it's a little bit more cramped, but whenever you try to dunk, you have about a 50% success rate for a number of reasons, including the hoop being able to be pushed. The difficult window shot is completely pointless, and there's almost always only one ball, so it's hard to get anything done.
Perhaps now is a good time to remind you
That it is now time for a snack.
no, dog, that the overall winner will be meeting Goddard.
Who, me?
No, the winning contestant.
You never let me play.
You are, dog, with my patience.
I'd love to see Cat Dog play in this game. They'd be a great final boss. But it's not exactly the overall winner, it's just whoever wins the next event. Kind of an odd way of putting it, but sure. Anyways, though. Now, I think, yeah, the level I'm thinking of this one is, I don't know if I'd say I like this one or not. This one also has a very pointless... This level that I'm about to do right now actually has a gold star machine. I don't know what I'd call it. It's something that you can use a gold star to do, except it, for one, hardly seems to ever work at all, but it's also entirely pointless. I'm kind of confused by it. This one level is nice and big and open, but it's also really easy to accidentally start doing tricks on things, which is what I find the most annoying about the level. But that aside, it's usually pretty okay. Man, the AI in this is... Ball! Ball got stuck. I mean, I don't have any gold stars left over. I started the last episode, or last night's recording session with a ton of... What happened to the ball? It just kind of stopped moving. With a ton of gold stars, but I don't have any. I just accidentally picked up a Reggie. So many bronze stars, I won't complain, but at the same time, some power-ups actually make my life easier would be nice too. Darn it, man. So like I said before, the game tells you to duck to avoid having the ball stolen, which is a valid tactic, except it actually hardly works anyways. Well, it works, but it takes a long time for you to actually duck. And you move slowly when ducking. It's just really not practical. And also the time you pick up the ball and somebody's trying to steal it from you anyways, they actually already are pretty much right on top of you. Oh, I touched someone. Come on, take them. Take them too. Fine. Hey! Tommy! The way things happen in this game can be so dumb. I'll go up with it. So long as I get to win and don't waste time, I don't mind it too much. Yeah, you can also get stuck grinding this level because you have some really steep slopes that you grind on. Oh yeah, I forgot there was a hoop up there that Tommy somehow just made a fall into. Yeah, I don't like that it's there actually because it's really hard to see the indicator telling you whether or not you can actually shoot that hoop or not. And if it hasn't become clear yet, the color of the indicator just indicates who it is that is actually aiming at that hoop. It doesn't indicate like how likely you are to make the shot or anything like that. So for example, whenever I am aiming at something, a red circle will appear. Come on. Also, a big issue that I've noticed with this game, which is also a very large one, is for some reason it can be really hard to actually pick up the ball. Sometimes you'll just kind of keep rubbing against the ball for no apparent reason. Reggie just threw the ball at me. Come on, Tommy, I want you! Fine. Aha, I actually finished saying words. That's especially good, I guess. Let me revel in my victory and choose. 69 bronze stars, that's a lot.
That was great! Wasn't that great? Yeah, I could chase a ball all day! Shall we? What? Not now. Please! We are going to watch the last challenge. Prepare to meet Goddard. Please! Dog, have you lost what little mind you have?
Squish. This isn't the last event though, we have another one after this. Speaking of which, I probably should do the final race at some point in time. Unless you guys just don't really care. But I don't believe that there's anything unlocked by actually completing every single event. So, the only thing you're missing from me not winning that last race event, which is the nighttime version of the Wild Thornberries race stage. The only thing you're missing from me not doing that is the dialogue between cat and dog that comes after it. And heck, if I really had to, I could actually just rip that clip straight from the game if I had to show to you guys. I could just like play it over a video at some point. Because I've ripped a couple of things from this game, including the music, and I adore the Jimmy Neutron music so much. The Rugrats music is nice too, though. But I really like the Jimmy Neutron music. Speaking of! So I like how the whole Goddard thing works. I will say. I don't know why they decided not to just have one Goddard, but... Oh, nope, stop carrying me! But we have multiple Goddards that we're going up against, which is cool. And like, it's basically... the layout is pretty much exactly the same as the previous Jimmy Neutron stage, except they moved around the... except you have two new hoops. These tires and the rocket. And they moved a couple of things, basically. Like the movable hoop was moved. And the spawner of weird green balls that also move. Actual Goddard has too many points to be comfortable right now. There's also a little ball spawner right here, which is nice. If you decide you need to actually need some of those to use yourself. And my big difficulty right now is actually to get my hands on one in the first place. I won this with ease last time, actually. I was pretty happy about. Now it's actually getting to something of a close game, which I'm not comfortable with at all. Let's actually score some points, please. Make that, don't get run over. There we go. Let's just pick that up so we don't have more. Oh, come on, I want to get a broad star! Something that I usually do in this game, actually, is I pick up any power-ups I see, not so that I can use them, but so that my opponents can't. Whoa, I didn't realize you could grind on there. Whoa, how many points did you just get? And how? For example, though, a ball stealing power-up, I don't like enemies being able to use those at all, so I take those whenever I get the chance. Also, once again, there's absolutely no use in that, or, yeah, I've never gotten the, gold star thing towards you, actually. And you can see it in the bottom left, right now. I'm saying that right now. I don't have any gold stars, even if I did. I had gold stars, last time I went through here, and even though I tried, I could not actually use that gold star circle thing. I'm pretty sure it just, like, pushes you up into the air at the cost of the gold star, which is completely pointless. Just does the same thing it does in the Wild Thornberries stage. I'll just steal a ball. No, I'll actually try to make it too. Or not.
The wheels of pain roll over stinky human toes.
And music starts again. Victory for Zim! But you saw me, I tried to dunk twice. And nothing happened. There wasn't even anything obstructing me. I think this game's a good idea, it's just how it has so many kinks to be worked out. 72. Goddard just doesn't really know what's going on. What are his victory poses?
Are you like, I'm the oldest, so let go. Cat, you are the oldest, and you always look after me. Ha! I wanted you to have it, Cat. Yeah, right.
Anyways, one more level to run through and then we'll be good for this episode. And I'll have one more episode to record. My eyes are hurting. But I do think this last level is actually kind of cool. But once again, there are certain things that just kind of break it. That make it, for one, impossible to dunk. And I don't recall if this one actually has many ways of getting more balls. I value that a lot in these levels because otherwise it's just so crammed with everybody trying to steal a ball from each other when you only have one or two on screen at a time. And then it's just no fun, I think, because it's just a game of everyone throwing each other to the ground and pointless aggression that gets kind of tiring instead of actually managing to score points. I much prefer high-scoring games of rollerball in this game, if you haven't figured it out already. Let's have some... Oh yeah, we do have something with balls here. We also have some really cool things to grind on, though. Cool. Actually managed to dunk. Twice in a row, in fact. This thing I'm dunking on usually gives you a lot of trouble for dunking. So I didn't even just try to dunk, I just kind of tried to throw in a really dumb way. Because sometimes what will end up happening is, if it's rotating and I try to dunk on it, it'll push me away, or I'll land on top of it, or something like that. It's actually vaguely amusing at the same time, but more than anything, just annoying. Alright. Jay, come back here! Whoa, I don't get what it is with the lag spikes suddenly in this episode either. Those didn't happen last time I called this stuff. I'm using the same version of the emulator and everything. Yeah, you deal with that, Tommy. I'll just be over here. Failing completely at trying to dunk a ball. What just happened? I threw it up the hoop. Sam, this isn't how Earth games work. There's a detour or something. It's not good. I didn't realize that said that. Why do I bounce off the gate? Get on the rail! Sam, you fool! Why can't you do this right? This game is just a story of failing to function properly. Not actually dunking properly. Oh, I'm stuck in the hoop. Yep, hoop. I'm in the hoop. There we go. Seriously. It's things like that. It's kind of funny at times and very annoying other times. But this entire game is just people ceasing to properly function. No. Although ceasing kind of implies that they actually at one point did properly function. Sam. There we go. They always show the most dependable way of making a shot, and they also give you those points. I don't know why they don't give you those points. It also seems like they should give you fewer because they're so dependable. Oh, Angelico just standing on top of me nonchalantly. That's cool. It's kind of reverse what happened last time I tried to record this game, actually, where I got stuck on top of her because she was holding me and kept trying to throw me. Couldn't. She just kept doing the throwing animation. Nothing was happening. It was a fruitless endeavor. But now we can enjoy our fruits. How does Tommy do such perfect shots? Because I have... Look, I can respawn at that, Tommy. Ha! What up? Boom!
The wheels of pain roll over stinky human toes.
And cut off. Seems like the kind of thing that would happen to Zim, doesn't it? Whatever. So, having done that, that'll be it for this episode of Let's Play Nickelodeon Party Blast. Anything to say to us, cat and dog?
What are you doing? I am looking for my mic. You don't have a mic, dog. Exactly. You never gave me one.
I like these short little skits. They also have a little story of sorts between some of them, too. It's kind of cool. Anyways, though, so like I said, that'll be it for this episode, and in the next episode, we'll have the ever so quote-unquote exciting pipe challenge, which actually is kind of fun. Somewhat frustrating if you don't do well at it, but also fun. It's kind of like this game, though, Rollerball, where it's more of a game of actually trying to really do anything and not have absolutely everything run by other people, because there's a lot of that. It's a very ruthless game. Although I guess a lot of games in this game are, aren't they? Racing, Rollerball, Pipe Challenge, pretty much. Although not Food Fight doesn't really seem to count. And what other event is there? Oh, there's also the Bubble Bash or whatever it's called. But, oh, we're not supposed to be here. So like I said, I'll be seeing you guys next time, where we don't do that. Dumb game trying to make me do things. Anyways, I'll see you then. Bye, guys. It's not gonna wave bye. But now it is. Bye, guys.